you still do bamboo today?
We still do bamboo because bamboo is so complex as a raw material. We had to continuously move from one bamboo product to another bamboo product. From the day one, we were very clear the construction segment should have access to alternate building material. That is natural building material, which India is extremely rich.
They say bamboo is stronger than cement.
The tensile strength is 6 times higher than steel.
This is probably even more sustainable and eco-friendly than container homes.
Yes, and the container house is a crime. Container house is complete steel and it's very hot. I'm more biased towards plastic waste housing. Plastic we are generating due to the overconsumption is horrible. It's like maybe we can't even imagine. Even if we look at the numbers of Hyderabad, its average 10,000 metric tons of waste is daily getting generated.
Recycled waste you've been constructing.
We started with housing. The first housing project in Hyderabad we did was at Miapur metro station parking. That was single-use plastic. And subsequently we did footpaths actually. We did a lot of footpaths in Hyderabad, which was with HDPE, hard plastic. They were converted into tiles. All the pavements of Hyderabad, the Dog Park, Synchrony Park in Madhapur, Kukatpalli, they were all done with recycled plastic tiles. So we slowly started understanding how potential that plastic waste has. And of course we work with textile waste.
What happens to the textile waste?
The biggest problem India is going through more than plastic waste is the textile waste problem. Because our overconsumption. So one jeans takes around 10,000 liters of water.
To manufacture one
yes,
jeans,
one jeans
10,000 liters.
10,000 liters. The food waste, the plastic waste, the textile waste, all is in a common dumping ground. So this is extremely dangerous. So what are we leaving to our next generation? Because our parents didn't give us such a bad environment. But
what we are leaving? Hello and welcome to the Sustainability Podcast on our channel Positive Planet. I'm JP. I'm delighted to have you with us today. At Positive Planet, we believe sustainability is a shared responsibility towards our future. Through this podcast, we bring voices and ideas that inspire change. Today, I am honored to host Mr. Prashanth Lingam, co-founder of Bamboo House India, a social enterprise redefining housing, waste, and livelihoods since 2006. We'll explore how circular economy models can build resilience and create opportunities for communities across India. So let's begin. Prashanth, welcome to the podcast.
Thanks so much, JP. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so pleasure to have you with us today. And as you know, this podcast is basically about inspiring our listeners to, for ideas that are, basically to talk about sustainable ideas that are impactful, relatable, and practical in our daily lives. So we'll talk about that in detail, but for the benefit of our listeners, you could introduce yourself, give us your background.
Sure, Andy. I'm Prashanth. I'm the co-founder of a Hyderabad-based social enterprise named Bamboo House India. So my co-founder is my better half, Aruna. We both started this in 2006. It was by chance. It was not a strategically planned venture. We never really planned it. We wanted was to do something for the environment and waste. Apart from that, we had no idea. That's how our journey started in 2006 and it's 2025. We are happy.
Almost 20 years.
Almost 20 years. More than scaling, we are happy that we sustained.
Right.
So we're pretty happy we sustained almost 20 years in this sector. So that's a brief about my past.
Nice. Actually, I'm into real estate business and I'm a developer. And long before I came into real estate, I've read articles about your enterprise, bamboo houses. I was at one time exploring this model for farmhouse. And I remember I read stories about you basically working with farmers in somewhere in Northeast. It's very nice to see that you, like you said, I don't know, let alone we are not talking about scaling, but at least I'm very happy that you have survived. I'm very happy I have the good fortune of meeting you today because I read about you long ago and very happy. I'm sure my listeners also would be happy to listen to you and about your enterprise, what you've been doing. So you started off in bamboo.
Yes.
Do you still do bamboo today?
Yes, and we still do bamboo because bamboo is so complex as a raw material. We had to continuously move from one bamboo product to another bamboo product, another to another. But from the day one, we were very clear, the construction segment should have access to alternate building material. That is natural building material, which India is extremely rich. India is the second largest producer of bamboo after China. But the industry is completely stuck in the forest. The best of material, the best of artisan, best of knowledge. So we wanted to bring it to the cities. That was our main premise. And we wanted to offer alternate solution to the builder that, okay, for scale, we need a modern building material. Of course, otherwise we cannot scale. But where all possible, please try natural building materials.
Like, where is it possible?
Point number one, our target from the day one was housing. So we know India is a landlocked country. We don't have vast parcels of land and we cannot go horizontal. We have to go vertical. In vertical, only apartment is possible for India.
Correct.
In that, we can't build an apartment out of bamboo. It's not practical and possible also. But for example, if it's an apartment, on the top floor, if you want to build a marriage hall or a cafeteria or a gym, any alternate place.
Like a penthouse.
Like a penthouse. You know, it can, anything in an apartment or a gated community. That is where we propose bamboo.
Or for that matter, independent house.
Independent house on the terrace. Our next biggest, model was, because after a certain floor level, municipal permissions are not given. Maybe it's 3, 5, whatever is the law. But a temporary structure is allowed.
It can be built.
Can be built without permissions. So this is where we wanted to introduce, because all the terraces across the city, across Hyderabad are open. So we thought, okay, that can be a place where people can come down for a relaxing, living in cement concrete and living in a natural building is always a difference. That is one. So that was our main premise. Okay. Farmhouses was one more point where we thought, okay, bamboo houses can go, because at that time, we did some basic research. We noticed people are buying land parcels, but they don't want to construct. They want to sell. But on a weekend, they would like to go there. We thought, okay, the weekend stay, weekend resort, something in nature might really work out. That's where we started. And the most important thing was, while we were searching across Google, we came to know globally, especially Colombia, they have been building bridges out of bamboo, where buses ply, trucks ply.
They say bamboo is as strong or stronger than cement houses put on
the tensile strength is 6 times higher than steel. That is parallel to grain. Of course, there's some technicality. We thought, okay, when West is doing bridges and flyovers, at least we can try houses. So why not try houses? So at that time, there was not much fashion.
This is probably even more sustainable and eco-friendly than container homes.
Yes, and the container house is a crime. Container house is complete steel and it's very hot. So we thought, okay, this is a space where market should open up. And in this process, our brothers and sisters who are in forest, who are deprived of proper livelihoods, they're extremely skilled, but they are market disconnected. So can we connect all these dots? That was the only premise.
Okay.
So that's where the journey started.
And how is it doing now?
We had made a lot of pivot, Andy, because as I said, bamboo is extremely difficult. Means I work with so many natural materials and waste materials. Even today, I'm scared of bamboo.
Why is it that?
Bamboo as a material is available only in forest.
Okay.
And forests are in high terrains, where we cannot easily walk up and bring the raw material down like a factory. Okay. That's the first challenge. And the best of raw material in India is struck in Northeast. And Northeast is
because of the climate.
Because of the climate. And Northeast, generally, if you look at the geography, disconnected from the mainstream markets. Right. And again, bamboo as a craft or an art is only with the villages and tribals. It has not creeped into the city as yet. And technically, bamboo as a material traps both air and moisture. So in one single pole, if I have to talk like a layman, in a single pole, there is air and moisture both inside it. So it will breathe whole life. So it cracks, it splits, there is moisture, there is fungus, there is termite. And the process is very lengthy.
So you have to treat it.
Yes, we have to treat it.
There is a chemical treatment that
there is a chemical treatment.
Immerse it in water for many days. And
we immerse in water. More than treatment, there is seasoning. For example, if I have to build a house in 2027, I should be processing it from 2024.
Wow.
So the gestation period is very long. Otherwise, the house or the furniture or the handicraft, whatever we make out of it, will not last long. So that.
And how different is this from cane, Andy?
Cane is a different grass. Bamboo is a different grass. There are two different grasses.
Is cane available in mana part of the country, like South lo gaani, Andhra, Telangana?
Ledandi. Manaki Andhra, Telangana, if we take the Telangana region, it's very hot and dry. So we don't got the kind of a diameter or the girth we technically call. It's very thin, like it's finger thin.
Right.
So we cannot really experiment out of it.
It's available, Gani, but not something that you can make furniture out.
Yes, we cannot make
strong enough.
Yes, we cannot make good and strong. So if we go to Andhra region, there is Vizag or Godavari belt. The water, because of the water table, bamboo is good, but there it's also challenging because there are a lot of turns or bends, we call it. So the good bamboo, we depend on Northeast.
Okay.
Because of the climate, as you say, only reason is climate. So yeah, that's a huge understanding. The domain took us very long time.
Yeah. So you said because of bamboo, you pivoted into.
Yes, we pivoted. So as we noticed, the challenges of operations and logistics are very heavy. So we started working on the Indo-Bangladesh border.
I see.
At that time, there was a Forest Act also. Now it is not there. So imagine getting a raw material from the Indo-Bangladesh border to Hyderabad.
Very challenging.
Very challenging. At that time in 2006, 7, 8, the technology was not so convenient as it is today. So then we noticed, okay, there is a pressure, there are high technicalities, Forest Act. So we need to survive first. The enterprise has to survive first. So then we moved to engineered bamboo houses. There are two formats of houses. One is a pole bamboo or a round bamboo, which we generally see across everywhere. We thought, okay, this is not a scalable model because that was attracting the Forest Act. So we made a pivot where we started making a plywood kind of a panel out of bamboo.
Okay.
So that happened very late after so many learnings and failures that we were not scaling. So we moved to engineered bamboo housing. So in engineered bamboo housing, what we do is the entire frame of the house is metal and the walling, roofing, false ceiling, flooring is with bamboo ply.
More like panels.
It's like a panel. It's a typical 8x4 panel. So it took us 6 years to understand, okay, we need to make a pivot. Otherwise, sustenance of the enterprise is difficult. So that was the first pivot.
And do you manufacture that in?
No, it also happens back. Yes. So again, the process is same. The male member of the house or the family goes to the forest. He will bring down the bamboo to the house. The women members weave like a mat or a chatai we call in Hindi. So they weave a mat. Then it goes to a plywood factory, which is leased.
Pressed.
Yeah, which is leased, which we don't own. Per piece we pay them. It is pressed with all technicalities, and we get a board and we import the board all the way from there to Hyderabad.
So there are multiple layers and
multiple layers and yes, multiple. So imagine if I am working in Arunachal or something from Arunachal forest, we are in Madhapur. If we were to build in Madhapur, I have to cover the journey. So that also became challenging. Okay. Because the costing was going up. The costing was going very high and market were continuously appreciating. Okay, sustainability they were appreciating, houses with bamboo, no municipal permission and a makeshift house, temporary, very fast to assemble. Means it takes us around 3 days to assemble a bamboo house today.
Oh, nice.
Oh, 300 to 500 square feet, we assemble hardly in 3 to 5 days. It has washroom, it has kitchen, everything. But the price points were high. So people started.
SFT price was high.
Per SFT at that time, it was working to 1800, 2000. Because basically bamboo, when somebody is working with hand, the cost goes up. It's a manpower cost. There's least mechanization for us. So then pressure started building. People were appreciating sustainability, but yes, price points were high. So then we thought, okay, let us take time for bamboo because it's been 7-8 years we are working. We couldn't come out with any answer to reduce the cost. Models we have built. So what next? What else we do? So then coincidentally, we came across a video on YouTube. So we were just browsing YouTube. We saw a video where a cow was being operated.
Okay.
Cow was being operated. That's still everywhere across the YouTube. So where plastic was being removed from the stomach. So it was really scary actually, just bull being old and plastic being removed. So that was the time we thought, okay, this is also a problem because we first addressed the problem of artisans and bamboo houses. Can we address the housing problem with this particular situation of animals eating plastic and the place plastic getting accumulated in the society? Then we did another 2 years of R&D. Then at that time, plastic industry was equally growing. First time bamboo was all on us. Second time we had partners who supported us in making again wall panels out of plastic waste.
Okay.
It's a typical wall. It's again a plywood.
So the same concept, but instead of bamboo, you're replacing it with recycled plastic.
Recycled plastic. So then we did R&Ds with single-use plastic. For a layman, single-use like any plastic which crackles and gives us sound.
That's
Kurkure, Lays, it's single-use. Chocolate wrappers, biscuit wrappers, all is single-use. So we did with that, but we failed because we observed when we are using single-use plastic panel, plywood panel, it was flaking.
I see.
So when that panel get exposed to sun and rain, microplastics were releasing.
I see.
We thought, okay, instead of solving, we are going to add another problem of microplastic. Let us not touch it. Then we had experts. Then we moved to LDPE. LDPE in again in low, typical or daily language is a milk packet. Whichever stretches when we pull is LDPE.
That's LDPE. Okay.
That worked. That coincidentally worked. The pricing was less than bamboo. And we also got attracted. We thought, okay, if I don't cut bamboo, no problem. I'm not harming the environment much. But if I don't lift plastic from the environment, it's a bigger damage.
Yeah, you're harming it.
Because landfill is a big issue for us. We thought, okay, let us focus on plastic and take time to build bamboo model once again because pricing is not working out. And plastic kicked more than bamboo. It somehow clicked in the market. We didn't expect that kind of a response. We really didn't expect. So few positive things work.
How cheaper is it from bamboo?
Okay, so now even bamboo housing is cheaper for us, but generally 20-30% it's cheaper. So the price per SFT, even the bamboo houses which we do today, we have migrated to bamboo houses today, of course. Our economics are better working. It's around 1300-1400 per SFT. If I have to do it in plastic, it can be 1000-1100 per SFT. So there is a 200-300 gap, but more than the price point, we do a mix today. But my personal means I'm very biased is towards plastic. I'm more biased towards plastic waste housing. The first reason is the kind of plastic we are generating due to the overconsumption is horrible. It's like maybe we can't even imagine. Even if we look at the numbers of Hyderabad, so it's average 10,000 metric tons of waste is daily getting generated. Yeah. So where will it go? And we are a landlocked country. Means where do we go? What do we go? So that's the first favorite of mine.
Yeah, it is going to the cows.
It's going to the cows. It's going to the animal. It's going. Even now, there's I don't know whether rumor or a fact. All of us are having microplastic inside us.
True.
Yes. So I keep coming across. I thought, okay, that is the first. Maybe we should really address.
Plus, what is ironic, Andy? People in this country we worship cow. And then we're killing the very same cow.
With the same cow. So we thought, okay, we can do a mistake, but cows cannot be held responsible for that. Correct. So animal dying out of plastic is wrong. We thought, okay, let us address that. Let us address that first. Bamboo can wait behind. So we picked it out. That was one. Second, because we've always worked with marginalized communities, we have seen the condition of waste pickers. Because we keep going to the municipal dumping ground. We see their conditions. So we thought, okay, because of us, if they can get a fair price, maybe 1 rupee more also, I think it's worth addressing. Third, we wanted to put these alternate products made out of plastic waste in the public domain, especially with the government, because we thought, okay, we R&D, put it to the marketplace. There are like-minded people who might say, okay, I'll use. If we start today, maybe after 20, 30, 40, 50 years, it might become a common product. So, taking these 3 parameters, we started working in that. Nice. So that's how.
What are the other examples of LDPE apart from?
Okay, LDPE today almost in everything LDPE is used on almost everything. Especially massive usage is on planks which are made, 8x4 sheets which are made.
What?
18x4 plywood sheets.
Okay.
Okay, that is heavily used for housing. Though in India we don't trust in living in a house out of plastic waste, but we don't mind drinking bottle from a plastic bottle. We drink water from a plastic bottle, which is more dangerous than a house. And these panels, once these 8x4 sheets or panels are made, they are used in furniture. They are used in cupboards. Okay, my own house in Ghatkesa, the entire interiors is with these panels only.
I see. So, source edaithe undo, like you said, basically the sheet gets made from the LDPE. Which is recycled.
Yes.
And meer indaga cheppinattu, the milk packets is one of the examples.
Yes. So anything flexible, Andy. Anything. Your carry bags, if you see, it is stretching.
Acha, okay.
Anything stretching. It's very simple. Anything which is stretching is LDPE. When anything which is sharp sound, it is single use, we can say. Anything which is hard, we can say PET or hard plastic. HDPE. It's called HDPE. 3 parameters in our daily life. If it's very hard, HD.
So, which is why we should segregate the dry waste and then ensure this goes to proper recycling.
Exactly. Andy. So, if you remember, in our earlier days, our mothers or our aunts, they used to collect milk packets and give it for selling.
True. Now nobody does it. We are discarding it.
We are discarding it.
And if it is soiled, it never gets to recycle.
Never gets to recycle. Even for us, it is total waste. Such high value material which is going for making a house, because it's mixed in the house, is total waste. It should never be mixed. It should be segregated. Everything has a value. Chips packet has a value. Please segregate. Milk packet has a value. Hard plastic has a value. Even our shaving sticks or razors, whatever it is, even that has a very high value because we make tiles out of it. Flooring tile. If all these are mixed in our kitchen house, very difficult to segregate.
So you buy these panels, 8x4 panels from a manufacturer, right?
Yes, we have a manufacturer. So now our supply chain is very strong because it's a social business. We have to take care of business economics also. So all the waste management, waste collection, segregation, everything is proper. So we just pick up the final panel. From the panel, we make interiors, cupboards, kitchen, false ceiling, houses, tiling, everything. There are so many uses.
Right. And if not mainstream కాకపోయినా కొంచెం side stream like penthouses or those things should be definitely we should encourage.
Penthouses and as you know, in India, housing is definitely a big problem. You know, when we look at marginalized or middle or lower, so these all always can go. For example, if somebody is making a yoga center or a cafeteria or a marriage hall or a function hall or a penthouse, so they need not again go for conventional material because they have a house of with conventional material. At least give plastic waste a chance and give the community a chance.
So this is more like a circular economy.
It's a perfect circular
economy. For the benefit of listeners, people who don't understand what circular economy is, sometimes మనకి చాలా technical terms తెలిసిన circular economy అంటే we don't know what it is. And can you explain to us?
Okay, so as a simple, for example, if JP and Prashanth are talking as a layman who don't understand anything, so I'll tell JP, what you are throwing, ensure it is coming back to your house.
Okay.
What you are throwing should not go to the landfill.
Whatever I use, I discard it.
You discard, it should again come back to you.
Okay.
It's not only to you, to back to the society.
For some other use.
Some other use.
It should be reused.
It should be reused, and India had a tradition of use. We, you know, 50 years back, our parents never used to throw anything. They used to find ways to reuse, you know, even if it's an iron, whatever it is. So it is reusing what we are planning to discard or we have discarded. It should come back to us again. That's the very simple
definition.
Simple definition. It should come back. It is a circularity in loop, we call it. It should be in a cycle chain. It should be always in a loop. It should never go waste anywhere.
ఇప్పుడు for example, and I was talking in other podcasts also, Andy. So what we are doing is right now we are, even though we are segregating dry and wet waste, when we discard it, municipal waste కి మనం discard చేసినప్పుడు మున్సిపల్ సఫాయి వెహికల్స్ ఏ ఉంటాయి కదా, అందులో ఐ థింక్ ఈవెన్చువల్లీ ఇట్ గెట్స్ మిక్స్డ్. ఒకవేళ అక్కడ సెగ్రిగేట్ చేసినా డంప్ యార్డ్కి వెళ్ళినప్పుడు అక్కడ సెగ్రిగేట్ అవుతుంది. ఇన్ఫాక్ట్ పర్సనలీ ఐ స్టార్టెడ్ using a startup called Goodie Bag.
Okay.
We are partnering with them as an organizational level also. We want to partner with them. I segregate the waste, personal level also. At home, I segregate the waste. And you have no idea when that bag starts piling up, right? We see we actually use so much waste that otherwise, you know, is just being discarded. So now that gets picked up by there are a lot of companies, and the Goodie Bag laga chala companies kuda unnai, that can come home and take the dry waste. And otherwise there are three ways. One, people are not even segregate చేయట్లేదు. ఒకటి segregate చేస్తున్నా, మేబీ అది రైట్ ఛానల్లో వెళ్ళి ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ మీటింగ్ ఇట్స్ ఎండ్ పర్పస్. థర్డ్ వే ఈస్ టు వర్క్ విత్ these recyclers who will come to your home, take the dry waste. They even monetize you. They give you some reward points. You can purchase something, which is again purchase something of a circular economy product.
Right.
So that's a very nice example of circular economy. Is there any other way that this can be done? Okati rag pickers, I think they pick the తీసుకుని వెళ్తారు కదా. That's one way. But what are the other ways?
See, generally, as you said, it demotivates us at the household level when we are segregating, but the guy who's going to come to collect, he's mixing.
Right.
It's a demotivating factor. A lot of people say, "Okay, leave it." But we should give some time to the system to find a solution. At least from our side, let us be fair. Let us not mix at the household level. Let the guy mix it. Because if everybody says, I will not do, who will do?
Nobody will do it. At least we should do our part by segregating waste.
We should do our part at segregation. So let the second guy or the third guy, that is their story. Let's not get into this. So that is one we should follow. Because that will give us a behavioral change in the house into our children also. Correct. So that when they are 50, 60, 70, they have a better society and a better environment because they started when they were 10. Because we helped them start. So like this, if the entire apartment, entire community starts segregating at household level, that's a culture we are building. The effects we will see after 50 years, not overnight, of course. That is first thing. Second, you said organizations like Goodie Bag, that's an amazing thing because they are taking pain to go to somebody's house, collect the waste, process it. That's no easy task because I work in waste, I know it's very difficult. So those kind of organizations should be promoted and supported because otherwise they'll die. As a society, we should not be seeing it, that, I should monetize, I should buy. So we should support those kind of startups. Third, I'll come from a personal level. That is, I wouldn't mind if it going to the landfill. I really wouldn't mind it's going to the landfill because somebody's stomach get filled by segregating that waste.
So landfill lo kuda segregate out.
Yes, landfill lone all this waste pickers. If you go to any dumping ground, you will see waste pickers running behind the municipal vehicle which is going to dump there.
I see.
That is their bread and butter. So if we overnight systemize the whole process, so assumingly in Hyderabad, there are 50,000 waste pickers. Overnight, if you remove these 50,000 people, do we have solution for alternate livelihoods? How will they live? They are living on our waste. So it is a holistic where we show some employment to them, then start. It's a holistic process, but overnight removing the waste picker channel will bounce back on us.
Okay, so you're talking about a different channel altogether. You're saying, okay, even if it goes to the landfill, let it go, but make it easy for them to pick it up.
Yes.
So you segregate the waste.
Because unsegregated waste is not going to come back to circular economy because it's getting damaged there.
Correct.
Because we all are trying for circular economy, we know because it will take time. At least till government or society finds a solution, let the waste picker be given a good waste.
So that's because that unsegregated waste stays forever in the landfill.
Stays forever, Andy. For example, if we are putting our food and a blade in the same packet, the cow is grazing there. The blade goes into it. So we all know overnight we cannot solve this problem. So at least let us do our bit as we discussed, our 5%.
Right.
Our 5% so that the waste picker gets a higher value and the waste come back to us in forms of a pen or a table or whatever it might be. So let's make things easy. In the meantime, government will definitely find some solution.
So with that repurposed or recycled waste, you've been constructing
yes,
furniture or cupboards.
Everything. Like we started with housing. The first housing project in Hyderabad we did was at Miapur metro station parking. That was single use plastic waste. That's what it gave us a learning of flaking actually. So it really went viral across the globe. At that time it was pretty unique. I'm talking about 16, 17. So
I remember Shilparamamlo bus stand lo backside I think bottles toti.
Yes, exactly. So that was basically to encourage school children.
I see.
Means housing and all, it requires R&D investment, capex and all. It's okay. Simple techniques at your home level water bottles. So you can create something. So
పిల్లల్ని ఇన్వాల్వ్ చేశారు.
పిల్లల్ని ఇన్వాల్వ్ చేసాం, వాళ్ళని కలెక్ట్ చేయించాం. So that it's again behavioral change. The purpose was to inculcate some kind of a behavioral change. One was there is nothing called waste. Second was with waste you can make something meaningful. So at Madhapur that was one, and subsequently we did footpaths actually. We did a lot of footpaths in Hyderabad, which was with HDPE, the hard plastic. They were converted into tiles.
I see.
All the pavements of Hyderabad, at Dog Park, Synchrony Park in Madhapur, Kukatpalli, they were all done with recycled plastic tiles.
Do we have manufacturers in Hyderabad?
Yes, no, there was one, and before COVID there was one person. So post COVID I heard due to the COVID pandemic he had to close down. So there is one of my partner in Delhi with whom I work. So that's where the production takes place.
He's from Delhi.
Yes, that's where the tiles were used. We did furniture for GHMC. So like this went on. Then when the panels, we started making a better panel. So I took the charge of showcasing to all the real estate builders or builders, everybody. Okay, you're using so much of plywood. Please try this. So my entire house was done with this only. The kitchen cabinets, cupboard, racks, false ceiling. Everything was done with us. So we slowly started understanding how potential that plastic waste has. So this is circular economy for us. What went out from my kitchen again came back in some form into my again kitchen only. So that was one. And of course, we work with textile waste. We work with wood waste. Lots of waste.
What happens to the textile waste?
So textile waste now, the biggest problem India is going through more than plastic waste is the textile waste problem. Because our
overconsumption. Right?
Yes. We are heavily consuming. Earlier, our purchases of clothes were festival to festival.
Yeah, I was about to say, Singapore, I growing up, the only time I got new clothes was for festival.
So maybe once a year or twice a year, that's all. Now it's every day through the app. And pricing has come down so drastically due to scale. People are buying, throwing. It is piling up like hell. For example, we work with the denim waste also, or jeans waste. So one jeans takes around 10,000 liters of water. People buy, next day new model of jeans comes, they throw.
To manufacture one jeans, 10,000 liters.
10,000 liters.
You should use it forever actually.
We should use it forever, and jeans last forever also.
Yeah, it does. But we get bored, I think. People want new colors, new fits, new brands.
So this is causing, again, we are a landlocked country. It's not like US where we have large parcels of land. The food waste, the plastic waste, the textile waste, all is in a common dumping ground. And again, it's the cow. And there is a leachate again. The colors throw, right? From the fabrics, the colors come out. So this is extremely dangerous. And what for us is, what are we leaving to our next generation? Because our parents didn't give us such a bad environment.
Yeah, but what we are leaving?
We had a better environment when we were growing. Now imagine what we are leaving to our children. They can't even breathe. Now if you look at the Ghazipur dumping ground, it's taller than Qutub Minar. So like, what are we leaving to them? It's overconsumption and textiles.
So what happens to the textile?
Textile, what we are doing is we have picked up two things. One is saris, old saris which are discarded and thrown. We collect them and we make ropes out of it.
Okay.
Ropes, it's a manual process. It's a simple cycle chain process where ropes are made. Then the ropes are used, mixed with cane and made a furniture. So complete sofa set, cupboard, chair, anything can be made out of the discarded sari.
And it's durable?
It's durable forever because it's indoor material. We don't suggest it to expose it out there. It's only indoor. It will last a lifetime. Parents and grandma, their saris used to last forever for years. It's the same format. So we take Georgette saris or cotton saris basically. It's converted into furniture. So that is to again showcase that some spending time, there is an innovation always around you. We have to spend some time. Then we work with the plastic waste as I suggested. This is the panel format, what I suggested in the beginning for housing. Now we make ropes out of single-use plastic.
Single use meaning the
chips packet, kurkure packet, all these chocolate wrappers. Those are mechanized in a process and a rope is woven out of it. So the rope is
mechanizing meaning do you burn them? I have seen some.
No, we don't burn. There is a kind of a machine loom, you can say. There is a kind of a loom. It's completely mechanized. So it is put in that a kind of a rope comes out of it.
Oh, interesting.
It's a very simple process. The rope comes out of it. That is again used for making furniture, and this time this is outdoors.
This can be used outdoors.
This can be, because again plastic doesn't degrade and all. So this rope is woven around a metal chair or a wooden chair or a cane frame basically, and becomes an amazing furniture. And it's very unique because imagine a lace, Maggi, kurkure mixing and the final color throw it comes is very unique. Even saris are all unique, 10 saris woven as a rope. So this is for outdoors. We are making ropes out of single-use plastic. Again, it's a livelihood for somebody. And the third, currently what we are doing is discarded car seat belts. When a car, goes for dismantling, so that the seat belts are thrown away because the guy will take the engine, somebody will take the bonnet, somebody will take everything. But orphan is the car seat belt.
Okay.
Nobody wants it. So we one day, figured out what can we do, and we found a solution. We can make bags out of it. So we are making laptop bags, duffel bags, tote bags.
Oh, nice.
All kinds of bags.
Where does this usually go, this belt?
It all goes to landfill only.
Okay.
Landfill is the only place.
When nobody takes something, it goes to final landfill.
It goes to landfill. So whenever you go to landfills, we are like surrounded with varied materials. And all are leaching out, it's contaminating the groundwater, nobody is holding the responsibility. So we decided, from the guy who's discarding the car, we tell them don't throw, we'll pick up, we pay some price to them. So like that cargo belts are there, when containers comes from abroad or go abroad, the container is tied up with a belt. There's some marking written, whether it's a flight or a sea. So even those are thrown because it ends its life.
What's the material in it?
That is also nylon. It's a very hard nylon. It's one of the most superior quality. Just imagine a container is being tied. So imagine what kind of quality it will go. But after one shipment, the life is over.
I see.
And we have seen in one of the port, they are burning it because it's accumulating. It's a kind of a plastic again. Imagine when you're burning plastic, the fumes and all is again dangerous. We thought, let us take that also. Means first we buy it off. We don't know what we will do because our understanding is limited. Then we sit at the brainstorm, what can we do? So we are making bags again. All kinds of bags are being made, lifestyle bags. So like this, car seat covers, Rexine waste.
And these can be bought by anyone, let's say some who's watching this podcast.
Definitely. The main purpose is people buy and we call it circular economy.
Right.
Because maybe we are not directly involved in the car, but we also have a car, someday we will also throw. So it is to inculcate a habit, please see around you and buy back. Because buying back will help circular economy and somebody's livelihood also. Because all these projects generate livelihood to somebody who are basically marginalized. So we are starting an e-commerce store. It should be live in a month's time. So there all these products will be uploaded so that people support circular economy, environment and livelihoods. This is the basic premise.
And when you manufacture all of these bags and...
No. So we as a social enterprise, we have a philosophy of not centering wealth around us. From the day one, we never wanted that everything is in our control. So we work with marginalized women who are trained.
Okay.
There are marginalized women who don't have the kind of advantages you and I have.
Don't have the exposure.
They don't have an exposure. They don't have anything basics. All they have is two hands. So, and our work involves only hands. Starting from waste pickers to SHG women, everybody's. So we train them, we empower them, we ensure they produce, and we buy back.
SHG meaning
Self-help groups. So self-help groups are morely under the government.
Dwakra and
Dwakra, yes. All these people, we train them. So we have many marginalized women both. And we work 90% women, only 10% men. But from the beginning, from forest areas, we have started working with women, and we understood they need to be empowered more than a man. So that's our philosophy has. So these people make for us.
I see.
So they make for us, and we ensure we buy back. Quality, design, everything is our own. So we hold everything. So they are paid per piece basis.
I mean, that's a great example, Andy. And you're picking some waste material, then also empowering marginalized people, and then a beautiful product is being produced or manufactured. It should be a pleasure for people like me or the people who are listening to basically use that product.
Yes, and because we have observed in my last 20 years of journey, there is so much wealth in waste. There isn't so much wealth in a virgin material. There's so much wealth because we are supporting some marginalized, we are picking back the waste, and we are supporting climate change. All three are basically UN SDGs.
And wealth, when you're saying wealth to people, it's not like someone becoming a billionaire.
No, it's not.
It is the wealth that is being spread across.
Andy. It's a
community, to society.
Yes. So especially why we slowly moved into this model was that capitalism form is really pressurizing everybody. So we wanted some kind of a socialistic where wealth is spread out, where everybody is a stakeholders, everybody is enjoying the benefits of that particular activity. So we wanted that. So now when we take a product today or a project today, we are very clear. A community has to be there. Environment has to be there. Waste or natural material. Because for example, when we took a natural material also, we have stopped using natural material. We are so much dependent on factory made. But India is so rich with resources across the nature. So we thought, okay, maybe our journey might inspire another few small startups who are entering into this climate change based activity. And we have learned so much out of failures. It's not something we have succeeded overnight. It has to. Okay. Now we want to impart the knowledge to everybody so that you don't have to cover this far a journey with so much of challenges. Please learn from us and go ahead and take, because we need somebody to take it ahead. Because for me, another 20, 30, 40 years, I'm gone out of this earth. But who will continue the journey?
Yeah.
So we want somebody to take this and just spread it across. It multiplies. More people start in every city. That's all. Now today, I have that kind of a name only.
Yeah, but naturally this is not profitable, right? Or maybe to some degree for the survival, and we are not talking about building a large business, crores of this.
No. Means I will not sugarcoat. Now I have a personal relation with you, so I will not sugarcoat. It's only break even, and even after 20 years, it's only break even. At times, even it's not even break even. And on a business sense, if we talk now, we don't have any investments. We don't have any funding. We never raised any money. We don't have a banker, because nobody likes this kind of a weird model because half the time we don't understand what we are going to do. So it's only survival always. So what we have always decided was we'll go lean. Because for me in 2006, I was very clear, I have to see 2026. So what should I do? I should go lean. So I don't have any office. I work from my home. So I don't have any huge staff. Everything is outsourced. So very few staffs who are my artisans.
Piecemeal based.
Only piecemeal based. Everybody from top to bottom piecemeal based. Because after COVID, we understood, okay, this was making sense.
Right.
So we were following that. So there's no fancy office, nothing. And we just work and our productions are at the ground. Because we work with marginalized communities, women work in their houses. So that is our production centers. So it's not at all profitable. Means even today, even now, for example, as you asked bamboo, if I import a bamboo house from China, it is cheaper for me.
Really?
It is cheaper than
bringing it from
Northeast. Anything today, if I import over a click in Alibaba or any channel, it is cheaper for me. But we don't do, because we were always clear.
You're not empowering people.
I am not empowering.
You're
the ground. Yes. So because we have seen the difficult journeys and the disadvantaged situation they are in. So we thought, okay, it's okay. 2 rupees less. Not even
so for you, it is not money, just not black and white, I'm profit or I'm...
means we feel, means I am not in a very bad situation. I have food, clothing and shelter. So, okay, maybe I don't have great luxuries, but I'm happy because that's what I learned from my parents. I'm happy in what I'm living. In this, if I can help somebody and the environment and waste and circular economy, so be good to it. It's fine. I mean, chal raha hai kind of a thing. I'm happy. My co-founder is happy. We don't have any high aspirations that we should have 100 cars or 100 buildings. Chalo, theek hai, chal raha hai. So
Nice.
stuck to this.
How many people would you have impacted so far?
Means 20 years, if I say, I will not say how many impact, but how many people touched can be up to 50,000.
50,000.
Yes, across the length and because I work across the country. So whether it's a waste picker, it's an artisan, tribal, rural, Meghalaya, Tripura, Andhra, Telangana, Tamil Nadu. Because I work with multiple materials, so that gives me an edge.
So 50,000 people would have made some employment or
Yes,
economic benefit
Economic.
through your...
Yes. Even if it's one day, I will count them in. Okay, I got 500 rupees today from bamboos.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
Yes, that is my calculation. So that person got that day. I'm happy with that. So even one day employment and more than that was I could inculcate a sense of circular economy principles to him that tomorrow you want to start, you don't need investments, you don't need a virgin material, waste around you is good, you will survive, your family will survive. So that kinds of a knowledge transfer we consider we have impacted.
You're a billionaire already in a different sense.
Yeah, means financially I'm poor, but I'm happy. Okay, people have benefited at least 500 rupees or 100 rupees from me.
And to me, I'm saying billionaire because that's the kind of wealth you have created for so many people.
Yes, and I've more than ante naakendante oka dari ante now today I'm whether somebody is benefiting or not, I really don't count today. Today I feel okay, I've taught them principles of nature, principles of circular economy, principles of social entrepreneurship. Whether he uses or not, it's secondary, but I've taught them. So it's an impact for me. So maybe he will use that line to live his life. Yeah, that's all.
So one of the objectives of this podcast also, and generally with the guests, I talk about everyday sustainability. We don't want to talk about very high level things like global warming, Atlantic carbon emissions, if they are very important, but at day-to-day level, layman everyday sustainability, that is always there. But what can we do on an everyday sustainability is what we normally talk. Me uddeshamlo, what is that everyday sustainability?
Okay, so I'll give my personal example only. Means I'll give personal example which I try to practice at home. First thing, overconsumption. Because we have access to material, we have access to money, please don't overconsume. It's not required. So that is costing a pressure on the environment. It's costing huge. So don't overconsume. That's the first thing because we practice. Unnecessary buying this, buying that, that is one. Because it's a problem to the pocket and problem to the environment both. And we are getting surrounded with material benefits which definitely won't give a peace of mind, of course. So don't overconsume. Second, don't keep throwing. Reuse, get it repaired, because earlier we used to repair it. Today, if it's not working, just click and order. So, there's no need, go to your local shop, anywhere, get it repaired, reuse it, last 10 years. That is second. So, reuse is something we did, don't throw reuse. That's then. Third, keep your eyes and ear open that what you are throwing is an innovation for you. And innovation for the country also, because when we came across plastic, everybody, they were already telling what will you do with plastic waste, how will you use, how will you make a house, nobody will take. Now today United Nations has adopted that model of plastic waste housing for global replication, but at that time I didn't knew. For me also it was waste. So then we understood, especially around children, please, parents should tell before throwing or taking a harsh decision, think 10 times, keep it on your table, explore your mind and see can it be used somewhere. So innovation is something, otherwise will not progress. And innovation need not come from labs or MIT or Harvard or Stanford. No, it is around us only. So one is innovation, one is responsible consumption. Typical SDGs and very typical what we follow in a higher jargon. Don't throw. Please don't throw. Innovate something with waste. Children are very smart, they have access. And don't overconsume.
Yeah, reduce, reuse, recycle.
Reduce, recycle. Again, we come back to the jargon. So just don't throw unnecessary. Don't buy, especially don't buy textiles. Unnecessary. Don't buy gadget which has heavy use of plastics, because it will stay for 500 years, 1,000 years. It's not going to go anywhere.
Indaga you were talking about denim kadandi.
Yeah.
Generally ante denim to time chestaru.
So denim is a universal problem. Denim is across the globe. It's a universal problem because it overconsumes water to make one jeans pant up to 10,000 liters. And with rampant fashion coming into the sector, people are using. So there are two kinds of denim. One is denim when it is not made into a pant, into a product, it's called denim. When it is made, it's called a jeans.
Jeans, okay.
So this is how we segregate internally. Technically, we don't know, but so we use post-industrial denim.
And what?
Post-industrial denim is something where in a big factory, some denim, jeans is getting made, jeans, pants, shirts, trousers are getting made, the cut pieces.
I see.
The small cut pieces, 6 inch, 12 inch, 1 feet dust pieces are there, which nobody wants.
Correct.
They lie there.
They
So
discarded maybe.
it is discarded piece because 1 6-inch piece, what will anybody do? We pick that up.
So then మీరు patch.
We convert, it's a kind of, unlo multi black jeans, blue jeans, red jeans, green, they're mixed in. We mix patch them and we make an end product. It can be a quilt, it can be a sofa cover, it can be a duffel bag, it can be a laptop bag. But here I'll tell you one more consumeristic attitude. They say it may, and similarly I'll come again for this. Similarly with post-consumer jeans, where people have used and they have thrown. So we pick that up, we chemical wash it, and we cut it properly and again make a fabric.
I see.
It's a kind of a patch fabric because different colors of jeans, different sizes. So we make a patch. Again, we use bags. In this, we don't use quilt or anything. We only make bags. In both the places, people have an apprehension that why will I use, bag made out of somebody's used jeans pant.
Yeah.
So with due respect to somebody's sensibilities, maybe it is right also. I'm nobody. It's very natural. So I'm nobody to say it is wrong. So here our target customers get very small. Those who understand the concept of circular economy, why they made purposefully with this. We do try to narrate the story. So only those are our people and buyers. When it comes to post-industrial jeans, people say, why so many patches in one bag? Why don't you give me one color bag? But I don't get one color.
Yeah.
6 inches, I don't get a color. I can buy a new one, but no, my concept is circularity.
Right.
I'll only use which is thrown away.
Right.
So like this, now we are trying to now slowly engage with colleges and schools where the jeans pants are donated.
Nice.
Post-consumer jeans pants are donated by the students, by the officers, by the authority, whoever it is. So that now we are buying the raw material. So we reach as far as Ahmedabad or Panipat to buy this used jeans for 50-60 rupees a kilo. Again transport, again GST. That is again carbon footprint from where it is coming to
Correct.
me. If I can build a platform within my city,
Then I can reduce that.
I can reduce the 60 rupees and the transport, fuel, fumes, all this is not required because I'm trying to do something for the environment. Again, spoiling the environment, transporting. And if I can make a robust model out of the discarded jeans, I want to replicate it through some other social enterprise in their cities. So that once I have a robust model, I can say, boss, ये model है, आप इसको copy paste कर लो. So that way, I think we will spread. So as I said, centralization of wealth and ideas, we all are open source for us. Because we are doing for society finally. Anybody can come to us, learn how it is done, I repeat, they can.
ఇప్పుడు ఈ bags ఉన్నాయి అనుకోండి, like made from jeans.
Yes.
Who are the buyers usually? Like someone like me can buy.
In anybody, and it's a daily, for example, backpack. When the academic session starts, all students are going to buy backpacks.
Right.
So we want to say it was your jeans one day, now it is on your back.
I think it's pretty stylish also.
It's extremely stylish. The kind of a patch it gives blue.
I've seen some.
You must have definitely seen.
Yeah, they're stylish. Actually.
It's a very stylish. So if it's laptop bags, anybody who's going to office with a laptop bag, they can carry this.
It all depends on how you carry it.
How you carry and how you're going to positioning it.
Yeah.
You shouldn't feel ashamed or feeling something like this. So these are very, very good looking bags because they are chemically washed, properly stitched by expert artisans who have been trained only in this.
So you train these artists?
Yes. We have trained all the women. They have machines also, industrial machines.
So
they have spent months.
Gives them a livelihood.
This gives them a livelihood.
Do they get exported?
So now we are trying for export market. So 2 markets I am trying with one of my friend who's in US. So he liked the concept of making with denim, post-industrial, post-consumer, jeans, belts, cargo belts. In fact, now we are making bags out of discarded tea sacks also.
Tea sacks.
So, for example, if you go to old city side and all, you have all tea shops, right?
Oh no.
Who are selling tea powder only.
Right.
For them, it comes in a sack.
Acha. Is it like a gunny bag?
It's not a gunny bag. It's a paper and there is some other material inside. It's a mix actually. So, దాని మీద అన్ని prints ఉంటాయి. Logo, code number, source and all. That is thrown because it has, to my knowledge, it is a kind of an HD only. There's kind of a plastic material lining inside.
Okay.
It is thrown and it is burnt. It is as cheap as 10 rupees only. So nobody's even bothered to pick it up. So they've thrown it. So we again found it. We picked it up. Now we are making bags out of that. Also, it looks extremely stylish. It looks better than jeans for me. It's a personal opinion of mine, of course. So with that, we are trying. and felt another inko. There is another material called felt. Felt is nothing where all the textile waste is pressed in a machine. It comes out a single sheet. It is called a felt fabric. It is generally in grey. Silk waste, cotton waste, all kinds of waste go into a machine. A fabric comes. So recently we understood that felt fabric is extremely good for sound insulation. It has such a high thing. And if you look at West, they are making bricks out of textile waste today, which is used in the construction. So India, we have not reached that far. So insulation material, yes, we have an understanding out of the textile waste felt fabric. We can try for false ceiling and side walls.
ఇందాక మొన్న రీసెంట్గా ఒక ఆర్టికల్ చదివానండి, ఇన్సులేషన్లో ఈ డెనిమ్ కూడా యూజ్ చేస్తారు.
Exactly. So textile, yes, this is where it comes. So here our problems is we are alone in the sector. So generally it should be an industry where, you know, everybody partners, they exchange ideas, exchange problems and solutions. But here there's nobody with us. So all the R&D difficulties falls on us, and we are not expert in this. Yeah, out of passion, interest and innovation we are doing, but we are not textile expert, we are not plastic expert, we are not bamboo expert. We're just sailing around.
What were you doing before coming into bamboo?
Okay, now in 2006 I started. Before that, I was always interested in being on my own. So I started a home appliances import business with my friend in Delhi.
I see.
So we both started it fresh from my MBA. I started, okay, let me start my own. So it ran well for 4-5 years, but somehow it went into autopilot. I got bored because I was not doing anything. My team was doing. So that was the time marriage happened. Then bamboo happened, and we thought, okay.
So by qualification, you're an MBA.
I am an MBA by qualification.
Where are you from originally?
Originally from Andhra andi. So father was from Peddapuram, mother was from Mandapeta, Ramchandrapuram.
Okay.
So parental roots are in Andhra, but since childhood I was born and brought up in Delhi. So my father and mother migrated there for employment in Delhi. So my entire schooling was from Delhi.
I see. MBA work Delhi?
No, only schooling till 12th. Then for further education, we migrated back because my father was very sure I'll never get good scores in and I'll never get a seat in Delhi college. So he said Hyderabad is good for you, and they want to migrate back. So from then on, I always had this, social inkling actually, because my father was a strong leftist. So I grew up in a left environment. So very heavy left environment I grew up. So I used to go to CPI party office after school. The whole till evening my father used to bring me back. So the whole ambience got inculcated. SFI was there in our house, Student Federation of India. All these people I grew in. So I had from the beginning, okay, let me help somebody kind of a thing. But I added a business model to it because even I today builds, there's no charity. I don't do charity even now.
You have to survive also.
Because yes, and I don't want to train anybody in charity because he'll not work, he or she will not work and expect something. So which we don't do. It's a pure social business.
And what kind of support do you get from government? Is it
so government, especially I would give special mention to government of Telangana. So in that, very few people whom I will definitely not name, they have been extremely supportive because they believed in sustainability, circular economy, waste reduction, all these things they personally believed.
I see.
Yes. So I would say they are very strong advocate of the kind of work we do, and they feel this kind of work should get promotion, publicity, and more people should replicate.
Nice. If it is coming from the government,
yes, son. It's coming. It's coming from the government. They always support us and we also understand. For example, you are in real estate, government is in social sphere. So they also have their limitations. They have even if I want to, you want to, there is a limitation from the government, market, customer. So whatever they are doing, we are very happy and we are grateful that they are doing. So with no complaints, whatever little they are doing, we are very happy. So on and off, what they do is they keep buying our products, keep giving their communities, they expect us to train them.
When they buy, what do you mean?
See, for example, the first house, the second house we did in Hyderabad was for the government and plastic house. So plastic house for them. The tiling, all the tilings and dustbins.
Footpath tiling.
Yes, footpath tiling, dustbin, as you said, the Madhapur bottle bus stand. But they also thought some message has to go to the society that, please, use plastic judiciously, and there is a purpose. So all these products we have done in everywhere, and we have done in Sirsila, we have done in Narayanpet, we have done in Mehboob Nagar. Everywhere it was plastic, bamboo, nature as well as waste.
So in the last 20 years, what has been, if I were to ask you just to rewind all your experience, 20 years of experience, what has been your most satisfying or gratifying result that you have seen, and whether it is bamboo or something that touched you, something that gave you that fulfillment, made you emotional?
Okay, emotional we have a lot only, and we connect more with emotions.
Okay.
So I wouldn't say, see, some projects which I've done, which went global, which went there, it is a part of your work.
Okay.
So, it's fine. It's okay for us. For example, BBC covered, World Economic Forum covered. I and Arna got an invite from US government. These are very materialistic.
Okay.
And as you grow in age and your career, these are bound to happen. It's something not unique with me. With everybody, it happens. For also, it's happened. But for us, because we daily work with marginalized women, so in one of the project where the woman was very hesitant to work with plastic waste ropes.
I see.
She had no livelihood. She was very hesitant because first thing she said, I cannot, मेरे से नहीं होता kind of. I cannot do this kind of wonderful furniture out of scrap rope you have given.
I see.
We had lot of patience.
Hesitation because she could not believe that she could create something
Yes.
wonderful from waste.
From waste.
Okay. That kind of hesitation.
Yes, she was telling, what are you talking? What is this
इससे
waste?
क्या बनेगा?
इससे क्या है? Why are you throwing waste on my face and you say you will buy? Either you are making fun of yourself or me. The kind of a discussion was going on. So we had to keep patience and make her believe banega kind of a thing. We had to force her to get trained. So finally, after 2-3 months of cajoling and all, she learnt. Then during whole day she was burning, ఏమవుతుందంటే rope is very sharp, plastic rope is very sharp normal also. It was burning her hands. So it was burning her hands. She was giving up every day. We held patience to her. So finally she learned. And the first product she made, she was so much surprised. And we sold it for such a high premium and all the money went back to her. That money she used for a treatment of the kid.
Wonderful.
So this cycle, we have seen only, small cycles, it's going to buy this, but it went to treating a child back from a woman who never believed. Now she is my expert trainer today. She trains other women.
Wonderful.
She is my trainer. 3 years back, she never wanted to touch bamboo. Now her house, okay, though we might be giving very small income, we give a paltry sum of 20,000 rupees per month, but she is teaching hundreds of women now today on plastic waste. And she's our advocate. So we made an advocate. So that is one. And second most important, my favorite project is the project we did in Sirsilla. It is a street vending project of Government of Telangana.
Okay.
Street vending by the municipal department, where they came to us knowing that we work in circular economy. They came to us and they came to know about our shelters also. So we picked up the project. I said, we'll do whatever cost you give, it's okay. So we made around 50 street vending kiosks. So it's an amazing social project for us. The reason was, though the project idea was of the government, we implemented, executed. So generally, our street vendors are on the roads, anywhere you see.
Right.
So road మీద ఉండడం వల్ల they lose the bargaining power.
Right.
Because everybody bargains. And night, if they have to carry back all the produce, whether it's 2 kilometers or 100 kilometers, they have to travel back. Everything, all kinds of problems. So we collected all the waste from Sirsilla. We sent it away all the back to my plant in Gujarat. It was costly, but we were very determined to show the circularity.
Right.
We sent it back. We made the panels from there. We brought it all the way from Gujarat to Sirsilla. Around 50 street vending kiosks were built with flooring, roofing, everything out of plastic waste.
Nice.
And this is one part, of course. The plastic part, okay, means around 1 lakh kgs of plastic was recycled. Huge, because of 50 shutters, huge consumption of plastic waste. It went global, of course, across the globe. It became a turning point in our career also, because the kind of it. This is one side, but the most important thing for us, so the children of the street vendors from school, they started staying in the shelter. Earlier, with the lady, they were everywhere on the road. They were playing, sleeping on the road, everywhere. Now they have a shelter. They started doing their homework inside the shelter. So mother kept them inside. Their bargaining power increased. Nobody could bargain with them for 5-10 rupees anymore. So their bargaining power increased. They started staying late. They were electricity given, everything. They started staying late. Means we saw such a transformation in their personal lives. See, sustainability is one side, but personal life impact is also equally important. So we saw the children studying, children sleeping, they getting feeded. Last month they were on the roads.
Just in a month, their life
Just in a
was
month's time, their life
because of
changed.
this decision.
This decision, and we're thankful that we use plastic waste. The impact became double that waste transforming livelihoods for us and lives also.
It's good that government also
Government partnered with us
the
and they agreed plastic waste. So all this is of course metrics and economic, but somebody's life, the woman's life changing, whether it's rain, whether it's sun, they just put an umbrella or a sari sheet on there and they have to do business. Suddenly she moved inside, and for me, she understood how valuable plastic waste is. Otherwise, last month she had no idea what is plastic. So suddenly, for all these 50 people who are in a shop and entire society, so these kind of
fulfilling
experience, apart from revenues, income, metrics, publicity. This is one side of a business. Personal level, like this, we have some good experiences with the communities.
Nice. One last question, Andy. I usually ask this in to all my guests in my podcast is what is it that one thing that you feel if everyone in Hyderabad or let's say the city or the country, everyone does it, just one thing because of watching this podcast, will be a better place to live. This society will be better.
Okay, this is two-way, and one is societally, one is environmentally. Both the ways, because that's what make a good society.
Right.
Even one is not there, it doesn't really feel. On a personal level, personal experience, my 20, 30 years of experience, please help somebody because we are getting too capitalistic as a society. It's not really healthy. It's like me, I, nenu, me. This is really not going to take all of us anywhere. We'll be walking, but all alone.
Instead of I and me, we should be we and us.
It should be we and us, because only in partnership there is growth. Singularly, maybe there is growth at some point of time, everybody will get tired. Please be a little sensitive around people who don't have what we have, because that's the premise we work at Bamboo House India. Please be sensitive, please be helping, please consider. We don't need so much of wealth because society is going towards too much of wealth accumulation. We don't need so much. So that is one personally. Please make it we and us, less of I. So that is one. Second, when we come to, that's on a personal side, this is on the environmental side. Please don't consume so much. It's not required. It's damaging the air we are breathing. Even today, Hyderabad air is falling in terms of quality. Earlier, it was not there. So imagine after 20 years, 30 years, if we keep the same speed in waste and overconsumption, our children won't have a place to live at all. They will not be able to live on. That is why maybe all of us are forced to think to send our children abroad. So what is the point in having wealth where our own children don't stay with us and they can't breathe? Simple, we and us, reduce consumption, don't throw. Very simple what we practice every day, nothing rocket science. This much is what I would like to personally suggest.
Excellent. Thank you, Anil. It was so a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for sharing all your insights.
Thank you so much for your time.
And as a company, of course, we are a real estate company, and Positive Planet is one of our sustainability initiatives we do under Positive Planet. Of course, we do podcasts and many other initiatives. So I assure you that there will be a lot of support from our side.
So much.
I can't tell you specifically what and when and how, but I can assure you we'll work.
No, your prosperity is very, because I meet and work with real estate people. I have not seen a softer side of them, so considered about livelihoods, marginalized, and environment. So I heard you also implement a lot of sustainability in your projects. Yeah. So we also look, for support partners who believe in these things. So coming across you was always a pleasure, and I'm pretty happy. And means you are supporting, that word is more than enough. Means I can always come back to you and ask for support. Thank you so much for this.
Certainly, this will go beyond the podcast.
Yes, thank you so much for all the time.
Thank you, Andy.
Thank you so much.